even going to call out the boys and girls this time. I know they're not listening. They're at school, right? School? Is that still a thing? I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the VR edition of the Bob Doyle Show. That's why I've got this nifty little virtual reality mask on here in the Bob Doyle Show studios. They're trademarked. They're not trademarked. Branded? Barely. Doesn't matter. We're here together on VR Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what that...
Do you even see I'm here? It's me, Starry. Hello, Bob.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting a visitor. I was just going to kind of tell you what was different about this particular week, because we are going to do something that's a little bit different.
But I'm Starry. Everybody loves me the most.
You're going to have to, you can't just come in here like this. You have to run this by, the production staff. That would be Dawn. Tell you what, for right now, we're going to go to a little bit of a clip, so stay right there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My guest we'll introduce in a moment. Today, all the world is abuzz about the poor treatment that was given to our friend Starry on the Bob Doyle Show just recently. We have an expert behavior scientist right here. His name is, I don't know what his name is, but he is about to introduce himself. Please just go ahead so I can stop talking.
Yes, well, hello, everyone. My name is Mortimer Mogmok.
So, you've seen the tape. We've all seen the tape. It's been passed around the internet. It's gone viral. If you could sum up in a nutshell, what do you suppose the disorder is that Mr. Doyle suffers from?
Well, we definitely have a wide range of things going on here. He's clearly delusional, has no ability to live in reality. Therefore, everything must be virtual for him. He's clearly overcompensating for a number of things, which is evidenced.
I'm going to stop you there because we're out of time.
Okay.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Well, good evening, everyone. Here live from the wing of an airplane, it's me, Mindy Kletterer, and we're talking with people on the wing of the plane about what they feel about the treatment that Starry received recently on the Bob Doyle Show. Folks, thanks for taking the time out of your flight to address this very interesting situation, very discouraging, a lot of people very upset. If you could sum up in one word your feelings about Bob Doyle right now after this event. Jerk! Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Unanimous thinking here on the plane. I think the best thing for us to do right now would be to go inside. This doesn't seem safe at all.
I was just trying to be a part of the show. Everyone always said they liked me there. I thought it would be fun, but Bob yelled at me, and I just don't think he likes me anymore. I can never be on the show again.
All right. So see, I just want everybody to know that me and Starry are good. We made up. You want to hold my hand, Starry? And try? Try.
I got it.
So, Starry, is there anything you want to say to everybody before we let you go, and then I continue to do the show?
Okay, thanks. So, first of all, everybody, thanks for all the cards and letters you send me. It just means everything to me. I'm just an innocent little star. I don't have a big background in entertainment, so this is all just very exciting for me. And for you to reach out and talk to me in this way really means a lot.
That's
in fact, it gives me a reason to wake up in the morning.
Starry, you need to stop now. No big deal. It's all good. Okay.
Oh, okay.
We'll see you later, Starry.
Okay.
Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye, everybody.
All right. That's called turning on a microphone. Look. I can't believe I didn't have my mic. After all, you have no idea. Although I'm sure you can probably figure it out. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bob Doyle Show. I am Bob Doyle, and so that's all I'll say about that. We have Sarah and Sarah, and Leanne and Sarah, and Sarah, and Leanne and Sarah, and Lynn, all in the house. Is even one of them getting me coffee? No. I don't have coffee right now because I've been too busy making that happen. So, but look, you know, so it was up in the air. I didn't know whether I was going to have internet connection or not. So, you know, I just wasn't going to. You guys, you just don't know. Dawn knows. But to put together the live whole VR thing, it's just, you know, and then to do it. So if it was like I didn't know if I was going to go live, So I thought I had actually, I didn't know that was going to happen, but yesterday well, anyway, wasn't that fun? Starry, you just got to love him. Okay, so look, it's getting terribly warm here in the Vegas of Lost. And, well, you know what? I'm sorry. Let's share some of the love. Angie's here. There you go. You remember Luke and Cameron from yesterday? I didn't get that email with the lower temperature, by the way. So I have had to turn on the air conditioner. But what I've done is, because a lot of the house, especially the downstairs, is cool. So I've closed off all the vents, basically in every room, except this room, which gets the warmest, of course. And in the bedroom. You didn't need to know that, but these are the types of things you can learn and share with your friends and family at your workplace and in your synagogues. I'm not real clear I've ever said synagogue out loud. That felt really unfamiliar to my mouth. I just think this by itself needs to be shared. Shame I don't have a basement. No, I don't have a basement, Don. But you know, but like I said, my downstairs, my kitchen, it stays pretty cool. So I'm going to share this little thing with you, and before I want to be correct. I want to be absolutely correct about this. And before I tell you, I just want you to know that the service involved in this story is making good on this. It's making it right. But and the only reason I'm telling you this story not to complain about the service, even though it will probably seem like that. That's not it. It's more about what happened as a result of this. So yesterday, I placed an order for grocery delivery. Normally, I'll just go down to the store. It's right there. Yesterday, I wasn't into it. So I ordered online, and I've used this service several times. I've never had a problem with it. Now, I ordered a lot of stuff for my juicing, right? So a lot of vegetables and fruits and stuff. So there were a lot of bags of stuff. So that's important to know. A lot of bags of stuff. But there, you know, I also, you know, ordered some things that weren't juicing. Just to be clear to everyone, I'm not fasting. It's not a juice fast. It's not a cleanse. I'm just incorporating it in. Okay. So, but I wanted to share with you. So I got, so when I went through the groceries, I realized that some were not there. Now, I got literally all my fruits and vegetables, I think. I got all of that stuff. Here's what I didn't, and I got, you know, bread and a couple of yogurts and like that. Here's what I did not get. Talenti Southern Butter Pecan Gelato. Chobani Key Lime Crumble Yogurt. I'm sorry, I did get that one. There was another one I didn't get. Hershey's Special Dark Cocoa, so that I can make chocolate ice cream, which requires another item I didn't get, the heavy whipping cream. I did not get my cottage cheese, nor did I get my peanut butter filled pretzels. I just thought it'd be fun. You know, sometimes I just walk around and there's snacks, you know, just all the juice, right? Just something. Peanut butter pretzels. Who doesn't love that? And then roast beef. I just thought, what's the message? That's literally all the crap. And I checked. I was definitely charged. And what I was going to say was they're making good. They're delivering it sometime an hour after this show ends. So I'm very excited to be able to get my gelato, and also my cream and chocolate, so I can make more frozen dessert. I haven't made chocolate since I've been here, so you know, it's not like I want to, it's that I have to. Now, for those of you who are just popping in going, what is he wearing? Look, it's part of a thing. And if you're not going to be here at the beginning, you're going to have to expect you might get lost. It's not something I want to do. I don't want you to go through life feeling lost. No. But the thing is, we got a start time. And sometimes there's things called callbacks, which means that something may occur at some point during the show and you may not understand. And meanwhile, you see laughing emoticons over here going, what's wrong with this person? What's so freaking funny? Well, if you'd been here, no, look, look, don't run away. I'm not yelling at you. I'm just saying that if you're not here from the beginning, there might be some things to miss. But don't fret, because you can always go back and watch it again and again and again. You can watch it again right here on Facebook. You can watch it again on YouTube. We got a whole playlist of all the shows, just automatically updated. You could download the Bob Doyle Show app from iTunes or Google Play. Did you know that there was one? I know some of you did. And that's like the Bob Doyle Show in your hand at any time. Any time. Are you kidding me? Doctor's office, dentist chair, DMV, am I right? If I had a spoon, I would use it to feed you right now. Let's check in with the group, see what's happening over here. Natty's here, Kathy, Lynn, glasses got fogged up on the right side. No, it looks like that, doesn't it? It's a weird. I think it's the reflection of the umbrella. I've noticed that too. It looks like this is all fogged up, but it's not. It's a reflection of the white. But true to Lynn Rowe's form, you came right in and spotted that and pointed it out for everyone. Irma. See, Irma didn't know I had an app, so it's good that I mention it every now and again, I guess. I haven't really given it much attention lately. But it's there, and it still automatically updates as far as I know. Let's just find out. Because what else are we going to do right now? All the other stuff I had planned, there it is. It's loading up right now. Data rate supply. Oh, there she blows. Look at that. Watch live, show archives. What? Are you kidding me? Well, let's take a look at what is this? How recently is this updated? The Bob Doyle Show, you know, for kids, take 2. Why, it's completely up to date. Automagically. And I can just scroll down. I had no plans to do this. Otherwise, I'd be showing this on the screen for realsies. But look, all the shows from all the way back to the beginning. Bob Binge, coming right up. Alrighty, just a suggestion. Are you like me? We were talking about, are you? I'll just wait for your answer. Last week, was it last week? No, well, I don't know when it was. We've recently discussed first world problems, and I brought that up too many times, but I'm really faced with one on a daily basis. Oh, thank you. I just realized that Lynn brought me some coffee, so unfortunately you can't see. Wait, that's not right. I clicked the wrong one. But you won't be able to. Oh, it worked. You got a coffee icon. Ooh, we got lucky on that one. Crap. Well, there you go. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Yeah, angry at. Okay, so I have gotten to the point, and I know how ridiculous it is. I check myself almost every time. But I'm finding myself getting really, not just annoyed, but freaking angry at how poorly my voice is automatically dictated sometimes. Like just, you know. And I'll tell you one example that's really bothering me. And this isn't really so much its fault, but I've been posting all those juice recipes. And I'm just saying, when I'm doing the post, I'm clicking dictate, and I'm saying apples, comma, celery, comma, carrots, comma, beet, comma, whatever. And every single time it spells beet, B-E-A-T, and I have to go back and freaking fix it. That's just a small example. But when you do a whole sentence and you go back, God, and then the selection is wonky sometimes of the word. And it highlights 2 words or whatever at a time, and no, I just want the cursor where I want the cursor. Right? I'm not alone on this, am I, boys and girls? I don't think so. Hi, Angela. That applause sound effect was so poorly executed time-wise. Just, like, ridiculously wrong on every level. It's, you know. One day, I'm going to have everything I need. And I won't have to do all this mousy mouse all over the place. There's a fun term. All right, hold on. Oh yeah, the pear. I'm sure this has to do with juicing. Oh yes, pear too. Pear. I will say pear, and it spells P-A-I-R. And then I notice it afterward, and I always think, what do I think first? What do I think first? That's right. I think, crap, if Dawn sees this before I get a chance to change it, she won't say anything, but it's going to drive her crazy. Oh, wait a minute. I think I've just changed my whole attitude towards this. Let it stand. If it says B-E-A-T, leave it there. If it says P-A-I-R, leave it there. It's like saying Sphinx. Now, why? Look, you know what? There's a balance to everything. Everybody's got their shadow side. The idea of torturing Dawn in this way is amusing to me. I probably won't do it. But knowing that I could is causing me great waves of hilarity right now. Okay. Okay. Anyway, it's so, but it seems to be happening more and more with the dictation thing. And I know it's a ridiculous thing to complain about, but, you know, I've already crossed the threshold. And this, it's worse. If I try to type it, you know, and, you know, the eyes doing their thing. Diane says, don't do it. Don't do it. We got Jory saying poor Dawn. Okay, well, all right. You definitely, look, I couldn't really do it because it would drive me crazy. She knows this. You know this. Come on. I couldn't do it. I also don't like people thinking I don't know how to spell beet. He teaches the law of attraction. He was in the secret. He didn't know how to spell beet or pear. Okay. I think I'll take my coaching needs elsewhere. So no, I don't like that stuff either. But man, oh man, the idea of just tormenting her on purpose. Uh-oh. All right, well, I was afraid of this happening because Dawn's with her mom and mom has swooped in and I will be tackled to the ground. So, all right. I won't do it on purpose. But look, it's bound to happen by accident sometime, and everyone's going to be left wondering. And you'll never really know. There's no way you could. Pumpernickel. Pumpernickel and periwinkle. Those two words fit into the same sort of classification of word for me. It's totally unique to me. Don't, you know, maybe it works for you too, but pumpernickel, you know, it's a bread. We all know it's a bread. But you know, I didn't grow up with pumpernickel every day. Did you? I think it's a cultural thing. Some people probably had pumpernickel every day, so pumpernickel wasn't a weird word. But as I'm saying it over and over, pumpernickel, it's getting sillier with every pronunciation, obviously. Like, first of all, okay, why is it called pumpernickel bread? I'm sure there's a language derivative. It makes perfect sense. But for us, it's just, for me, for people who fit into my category of bread relation, it's just a funny, it's like pumpernickel. That's like a humorous word. It's like it's used as a humorous bread. Right? If you want to come up with you need a name of a bread that's funny, pumpernickel. Right? And meanwhile, wherever pumpernickel lives, they're going, what's so freaking funny about that? Periwinkle. Do you remember the first time you learned about periwinkle? Because I'm actually going to wait for that answer because I'm looking for something in particular. Periwinkle, the word. And then, of course, you learn what it is or whatever, maybe at the same time. But does anybody remember when they learned about periwinkle? Because I do. I almost have a freeze frame of it. Oh, I can't wait for these. Oh, wait a minute. Oops. All right, fine. No one remembers periwinkle. Are you hearing about the first time? Look, Sarah, I'm not a bread expert. We're gonna have to take this to Wikipedia, but there's no time. We've moved on to periwinkle now. So I learned about periwinkle as a child because of that big box of Crayola crayons. 64? It seemed like there were more. I don't know why I'm thinking 64. It seems like there got to have been more in that box. But that box, which I'm sure we all had, so can we just remember that together for a minute? Burnt umber, etc. Periwinkle. That was the first and only time I'd ever heard that word, and it was kind of a joke word between my sister and I. Periwinkle. It's the funny color. Right? Like the bread. Blue's Clues is the first time you heard about periwinkle? Oh, right. That was a character in I forgot about that. Blue's Clues. When Steve was on, I seriously might actually buy the DVD set of Blue's Clues when Steve was the host, if they have that. Watching him do that was just so different, and to a show that I would have never thought I would have had any interest in. Right? Blue's Clues, cartoon blue dog, and then you watch Steve Burns do just how he did it, because there was that, if you watched it, he had an edge. And it didn't, but it in no way. But then Joe, what? Come on. Look, I'm sorry. I mean, whatever to the actor. Congratulations for getting the part. But you can't follow up Steve. There's no way. You would have had to have been, those were huge shoes to fill. And I remember one episode that my son and I still joke about to this day, when Joe was doing something and it's like, where are your toes? I mean, it was just so... Who's writing this now? All right, well, I way got off. Periwinkle. But remember, so that box of Crayola crayons, silver and gold, right? Were those cool to you and special to you like they were to me? Because they were different. They were shiny. It was so cool to color something with silver and gold. Or was it just me? Bob misses Steve too. Yeah, it just wasn't, I just couldn't, there was no reason to watch it after that as an adult, obviously. Not that you know what I'm saying, but I had kids of that age. It wasn't like I'm just hanging around as an adult. What's on? Oh, Blue's Clues. Right? We just figured out Blue's Clues because we're really smart. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Those were the days, right? Periwinkle, gold, silver, right? Gold and silver. I need to see words. Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh. But yes, burnt umber, burnt sienna, sky blue. Every coloring book, it was like, I've got the perfect color for the sky right here. It's sky blue. Like, it's perfect. It's made for skies. Now, they didn't have grass green. I think they had forest green, though. Right? That deep, dark, rich. You could just eat it. Oh, dear God. All right. Anywho, am I right with the coloring? Lynn, look what she did. Oh, where it's not over here yet. I can't share it, but look. Oh, well, I can show it this way. Boom. A link to Blue's Clues episodes with Steve. So see, after you're done binging on Bob, which also B-O-B, you can go binge on Blue's Clues. So binge on Bob, binge on Bob, Bob, Bob. Some of you might follow that. Alrighty. Oh, look, it even has a picture with it. There you go. And he went on, ladies and gentlemen, okay. He went on to record an album called Songs for Dust Mites, which I loved it. It's one of those you can't easily find. But if you seek it out, if you were a Blue's Clues fan and you want to hear what he did, and he was heavily influenced by the Flaming Lips, if that means anything to you. And they did they worked, I think, a lot with his production and so on, but just, there was something about the production of it, just the harmonies of the song was really, had an edge that I really liked. And I listened to it multiple times. I've even connected with him on Twitter once about how much I loved that CD. So now it's your turn to talk. Oh, look, we're right up here at the end of the show. I always wonder, like, happy medium. Like these, like a phrase, this is just a random phrase, but somebody said it the first time. Well, we got to be able to find a happy medium here. Somebody said it the first time. How did everybody hear about it? In any of those phrases. 6 of one, half dozen of another. Somebody said it the first time, and then they said, and then somebody heard it and said, "Oh, I'm going to say that." And I'm going to say and tell him. But how it gets, like, everybody knows that. Generation after generation. Somebody said the first time. How the hell did that happen? How did these things spread? This was before TV. Like, we can all get it where catchphrases from TV come from. Everybody watched Seinfeld, and now everybody says yada, 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 or whatever. But I just don't get it. I really, like, or is it just mass consciousness? Like everybody starts saying it at the same time, kind of like everybody runs the 4-minute mile. I don't know. Like how? See, this is why I know we're just a computer simulation. There's these leaps in logic. It's like, wait a minute, that can't happen. We've got to be a program running, and of course we're just programmed to take all that for granted and not ask questions. Although we are programmed actually to be able to ask the questions, and that's part of how the program plays out. It's AI, guys. It's, you know, we're just showing, you know, we're just data. But don't let that bum you out or anything. All right, what do I do to end the show again? Oh yeah, I can't hear. The music's real weird. The volume's real weird. Like, it's been too loud. I have no idea what you're hearing. I hardly hear anything. I don't know what's going on. I got to get all this fixed. This is all happening because I still haven't fixed that original mixer or replaced it, and I'm using my other one. There's wires running all over the place to make this a buzz-free thing. All right, Dawn's not data. She's not buying it. Not buying it for 1 minute. All right, it's just a fun thing to talk about. I mean, clearly, we're not a simulation. All right, you guys, you know what to do. Be here tomorrow, same time.